I work at night, right? I was at this party. You can check out the link in the description, what I'm training for. This is my Longsword Cardio workout. I'm going to just do like one real quick, and then we'll put the armor on. But I put the top half of the armor on. That way, you know, I have all the weight in my arms whenever I'm swinging. So this is just like a warm-up. I literally just got up like 15 minutes ago. I ate some grape leaves and tortellini that was left over from the party I fought out. Check out the link in the description to see it. After this, I'm gonna stretch and I might go get in this hot tub. My shoulders are sore. So I fought at this event, right? Like, if I can find the footage inside, what's up if you're just tuning in? If I can find some of the footage from inside, like I fought this dude inside, like in the middle of the crowd, and I'll post it if I come across it. It was like impossible to record it because it's just like in a group of people. And, you know, anyway, I didn't have anyone to record it for me, but I'll post it if I come across some footage. My traps are killing me, though, from holding up. I was wearing my heavier armor. It actually, like, wore me out a little bit. Yeah, during it, I actually had some good pummel strikes. What's up there, Ahmed? What's up? You were the only one, and now everyone else after you. Everyone else after you. You are first. What's up, Major? It is kind of like two cuckoo's nest. It was great though. I even had so this fight I had, huge. It's so like over the top cosplay, like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones party I was at, and the last duel they have inside, and it was me and somebody else. We fought longsword, but I was wearing my heavier armor. I don't have video of it yet. I bet someone recorded it, but I had some good pummel strikes where I was just like banging them in the top of the head. It's not the best movement to come down straight like this, but you know, he knows I'm there. I hit him pretty hard with it. What's up, Gru? So mine's like 15th. My armor. I'm gonna put the armor on in a moment. I'm just doing like a couple little warm-up sets here, like nice and slow. I literally just woke up. So I'm gonna do one more little warm-up and then we'll get the armor on. Just the top half of the armor. I don't need the legs on for this. I did my whole leg workout yesterday. Whoa. All right, let's get the top half of the armor on. Oh, so what century knight am I right now? These kind of tank tops, I think they're 18th century. All right, here let's get some armor on. Got my, not a sponsor anyway. What's up? Thanks for the like. But I do say I like this beaver bash. This is my breakfast besides some grape leaves and tortellini. Made in Canada. Not a ton of crazy ingredients. Beaver Bash. Hey. Here, I'll put this on. You can see what I wore after my fight. It was like this huge dress-up party, right? Put the squat, the stroke. I gotta look that up. I'm gonna take a. What's up? Thanks for the like and the views. I'll put the armor on 1 second. Here's what I was wearing after my fight. This is my dress-up garb. No, I'll get the armor on. I fought in this before. Not this exact one, but I fought in shirts like this before. You know what sucks? If you don't get all these tucked in your armor and someone's swinging at you, their sword can go down in between one of these, then you get stuck. Yeah, I was looking all... I had a different hat on, but, you know, I was, like, looking all nice. Huge party. I won. I wanted to... What's up, everybody? Oh, so, yeah, let's get the armor on. But, I won second place in Sword and Shield. You can check the link in the description for the event that I live streamed. It was kind of crappy cell phone service, so the quality wasn't, like, the best in the world. Fought inside... It's great. It's like inside a huge crowd. All right. Yeah, I took a screenshot of that song, so we'll put that on. Not today. I mean, not right now, but I'll check out after stream. The thing with YouTube with music, like I streamed on TikTok. My workouts like forever. And I'd put on TV there, like music. But the thing is, like, YouTube gives you all those copyright warnings. I'm so happy. At least it lets you use 60 seconds of footage for your videos now, your shorts. That's such an improvement. That's why I kept streaming on TikTok though for the longest time because they don't care about the music as much, or they have a better deal worked out. I don't know. Whatever happens. What's up, everyone? Tune in. Literally just woke up. Does it look like it? Got a scratch from my fight. I don't know how I got a scratch inside my helmet. A little bit of a bruise on my palm. I don't know what kind of mark that's from. I won second place in Sword and Shield. I won my longsword duel inside the final duel of the night in front of like all the cool people there at the party. And there's some like guitar music playing. And I even slid over. I was using my sword as a guitar, and I even like ran over and slid over my knees like. Oh man. So how's everybody doing this morning besides me? Who else just woke up? Anybody else just woke up? What's up, everybody? Tune in. Getting ready. Literally just woke up. And thanks for the likes and views, and we will be getting started. This whole point of this workout is so I can always swing a sword. I'm not putting chest armor on because I can't put it on by myself. I'm not getting ready for World War III. I'm getting ready to go to Wawa. If you're not from around here, Wawa is like a little convenience store. No, I'm just kidding. For World War III, they're like, actually, if I was gonna go run around and fight like in some kind of scenario, this wouldn't stop any kind of bullets, but I'd feel pretty safe with my arms being protected. Good quote there, Laura Vega. Hey man, do you ever I was just listening to some Killer Priest. Good music there. The Mustard Seed song. Probably the best rap song to come out in 2025. The Mustard Seed by Killer Priest. I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely a sword. I got hit by so many sword slashes in this. I got hit by maces, axes. That's probably the deepest one that probably almost punctured it. Check out my legs, man. I'm not putting them on for this because this is just like I just need the top half for the exercise. All those dents are sword slashes. Blunt swords, but you know what I mean? Like there's a wow, that's deep. That dent right there. That's actually from being on the ground and someone, I remember that I never get, that's on the bottom of my knee. That's from one where I was on the ground and someone was swinging at me from up top. But that's someone standing above me with a pretty heavy one-handed sword hitting me as hard as they can. And this is titanium, so yeah, the titanium protects great. But just think like steel's even better. All right. Gonna do about 30 sets. There's a dummy. I got a whiteboard to help keep track of it. Let me get my my gauntlets on here, my gloves. And I'm back to wearing these ones because I don't want to mess up my other ones. I don't want to wear them out when you're swinging thousands of times a week, you know. I like cheeseburgers. I like cheeseburgers. All right. Here we go. So set one. I literally just fought an event and I don't take some time off. It literally wasn't last night. I guess it was the night before, really. All right. Set number one. This is just like cardio. Back and forth. Making sure my arms are good to go so I can always swing a sword. All right, that's probably good. One set in the books. Half everybody tuned out. Got another like. Oh, yeah. Oh. The part is that was great. They had this huge buffet. Like, so much food, you know. You can sit there and eat, like... I ate between my fights, actually. Ooh. Trying to do, like, at least 30 sets on here. Get a little worn out. I'm lucky that in here, I have a really high ceiling. Ooh, so about there. No marks. So me swinging, I have about, I'm never swinging higher than this. This gives me about, I don't know, there's another like 5 inches on clearance. I never thought when I bought this house back in the day that it would actually come in handy for swinging a sword inside. Thanks for the new likes. I've hit the chandelier. I'll show it to you here. I've hit that chandelier before, only twice. It's made out of metal, most of it, luckily, so it didn't break. So I do have one outside, but the problem with the one outside is I can't swing straight down overhead because it hangs. And I don't want to cut the rope. These aren't sharp, but still, like, repeated hits to it might damage it in that way. All right, set 2. Why does he keep turning? I better write it on the board. I dropped a sword in a competition once. Yes, actually, parents are quite aware. Thanks, appreciate it. Like I say on these streams, I don't lift weights. I used to lift weights for years, so you know, so I'm kind of built, I guess, still. But I mean, after years, the muscles that you ever see in pictures of, if I take the armor off in a live stream, are legit just from like training body weight exercises. Thanks for the likes. And training in swords. With swords. Trying to stay loose. Literally just woke up. I haven't been awake for a half hour yet. Well, actually, probably just over a half hour for on 17 minutes of a stream. I have a brand new sword coming in the mail. It's a lot better balanced than the one I use now. Oh, all right. Set 3. And if you just tune in, this is just cardio. So I fight with swords for a sport, and I make sure I will never drop my sword from being tired. I'll tell you how the whole fight that I had went down. Thanks for the like, because as soon as I get done with this set. There's some sparks there. I don't know if you could see it on the broadcast, so I hit him in the head the one time. All right, so all this kind of just like back and forth. The fight I did had a lot of clinches in it. Actually, the guy's like really aggressive and constantly up in my face. So things I was really focused on was like pushing away and hitting him after. Then he kept getting in my face, so I tried to start pummel strike him in the face and the head. Because those are worth points. When you're sitting there and you're just going like this, wrestle around, it's not. So I decided, what's up, Rick? Oh, need something? Stop right there, criminal scum. Need something? So, when you just wrestle around, you're not scoring. So, to score a little more, I decided to, in the clinches, I started like hammering down on them like that, and those score points. So, that's one thing. Which is nice. It's like a real physical fight, like not really technical. At one point, I was just swinging almost like I do here, left, right, left, right. Sometimes I go jogging around like this. I do a lot of cardio in armor. We fight at the park. Actually, the best nights we fight at the park are when the kids have their soccer matches. The kids love it. We try not to distract them. Thanks for the new like. They're always like, wow, but we do it off to the side because when they start having practice and they don't pay attention to the ball and they just like watch us beating the crap out of each other. All right. That was set number 4. I got right on the board. Ooh. I got to tell you, I did not want to do this when I woke up, but now I do. Now that I'm moving, I do. When I first woke up, I was like, oh. I do take walks around the block, etc. in armor. Actually, it's like running around the block. Whew. So yeah, if you just come by and check out, you're probably like, what the heck is this? This is my workout every 4th day, unless I have an actual tournament, which I had one Sunday night or whatever. So, what is today? Monday? So Friday should be the next one. I'll probably stream like an hour or 2 of Warframe after this. Just to keep up on that schedule. These are the real whatever, but these are the steel those I used to fight. I'm trying to wear them I tried to wear them in practice because I want them to get worn out, you know what I mean? A little bit of a breather, like 2 in a row, tiny little break. How's everyone else doing today? You know, I think this YouTube has been pushing that we stream in this vertical format, so I'm trying it out, the portrait mode. Seems like it's decent. I don't know. They say it's how people usually hold their phones, up and down this way, so. I tried to stream the event, the landscape is giving me trouble. So the whole thing was filmed this way. So the fights when I went out and I set it up on the tripod, like I wasn't even on my own live stream half the time because I wasn't in view of the camera. Like off to one side or the other. All right, time for another set. I used to have my armor plates underneath here, but I took them off because it seemed like whenever I'd start to raise my arms, I was kind of fighting the gravity. And when my helmet's strapped down, like, it was really hard to get my arms up as high as I want. All right. The dummy keeps getting away. What's up? Thanks, oh, thanks for the likes and reacts. Yeah, training to beat Diddy. Yeah, let me fight him. We'll have trial by combat. right in the groin. Yeah, I had a video on here, like, I didn't even know what he did for the longest time. I don't follow any news or nothing, you know? I know, right? Thanks for the new likes there. And I like, was like, all right, everybody, I watched, like, you know, I never watched Gideon for any of the prank stuff. I don't even know what he used to do, but I watch those things that he does these days, you know? And, Skeeter Jean and Alma, and it's crazy how much they have to censor the words in their videos, for one. But they would always say like Diddy parties and stuff. I'd be like, I gotta look up what P Diddy did. That was crazy, man. Total shock. Yeah, F that dude. Yeah, we could do trial by combat. I'll give him a head start. We can give him a handicap. I'd whoop him pretty good. All right, here we go. Set number 6. Alright, that was set number 6. I should probably write it on a whiteboard before I forget. Thanks for new likes. We hit the double digits, it looks like. I'll update the board after set 7. You can't really do like those kind of dance moves in armor, I guess, because your arm doesn't really bend. The ocean waves. It actually feels like a good shoulder workout, getting my shoulders loose. So this armor, I don't have my chest on, as I can't put it on by myself. It's from it's made in Russia, like pre-war Russia, the current war. You get this part first that you're going to tie everything to. So it's all like tied to it, right? You get this part, then you take all your measurements, then they make it, like, they custom tailor it to those specs. And a good blacksmith will ask you even, like, are you sure your forearms are that big? Because I actually messed up one of the measurements and had to remeasure it. Otherwise, this part here would have been like, it probably would have been like that much wider. It would have been horrible. So yeah, you get your, everything you're going to wear under it, then get a friend to help you measure. There's like 25 measurements or something, you know? So that way they can tailor the metal to fit your body. The length, the circumference. That was set 7. Woo. Closer you are, the faster you can swing it, less distance. Yeah, it's kind of close. It's sitting right here. I'll show you my other helmet. So the helmet that I'm wearing now is the one I typically fight in. I always carry it back up. It's kind of like a Crusader helmet. It's this one here. This one is so heavy though. It's not this is like much more protective than the helmet I have now. This one's bigger. It's heavier. The visor pops up on this. That's all I get to see. I have one eye bar on each side. At least try and keep my eyes from getting poked out. I've gotten poked in the eye before. Actually, the first time this season. I've been doing this for this is my 6th year. I just started streaming on here. I've been doing this for 6 years. Thanks. So that's my backup helmet in case we're between sets if you just tuned in. Thanks for likes. We actually hit 10 so far. This here is the helmet I usually fight in. It's a lot more light. I've got knocked out in this helmet though twice. So that's sort of a trade-off where that helmet's so much heavier when you get hit in the head. Dude, this guy hit me with this saber that has a ring cross guard in the side of that helmet there, and I got knocked out for probably 3 seconds. It just happens. If you look, I posted a link to the live stream. I actually got rocked pretty hard in the head with a shield punch, and I just went down. It wasn't for anything crazy. There weren't any rewards. It was just to beat each other up for fun, but I got hit so hard I saw stars, and it was out of bounds. I was already kind of headed that way, and it was an instant thought. I was I'm just going down. It was an all versus all, you don't get anything for winning other than, it was a lot of fun. I was whacking people with that axe everyone I was talking about on my live streams. I was using that 5.5 foot, it's basically a halberd in a way, whacking people with it. The fun thing is it's all versus all, so it's almost like everybody run from me. I was the only one with an axe. As soon as 2 people are wrestling, I was just walking up and hitting them. I was sharing it. I was sharing love. I was splitting it equally. Well, hit one and then hit the other. Man, I hit this guy so hard down the shoulder, behind his shoulder plate. I felt bad, but it happens. They're moving. And I come down straight on top. I was trying to hit here. I was trying to hit people in the gaps. And they kind of bent down and actually connected behind his, I actually whacked him into the shoulder blade. Felt bad about it. It happens. It's happened to me. I told him later, we're all friends, Friends beating each other up. I went right over to him after. I was sorry for hitting you like that. He's like, it's all good. I really whacked him though, that's the thing, he moved. Well, the other guy pulled him down, and he moved because of that. All right, let's try and get sets 8, 9, and 10 busted out here real quick. We're doing at least 30. We're ahead of schedule. 36 minutes in. I might do 40 if I can. I do HEMA. I don't do HEMA as much now because it takes up time from my armored fighting stuff. But it's all full contact that I do right now. It's different. We can't stab, which makes it not as cool as HEMA in that regard. But I've done a good bit of HEMA in the meantime. And actually, I take some of the stuff from Lichtenauer that I can use in Buhurt from Longsword. Especially the weapon strike. Nobody attacks weapons and stuff. If someone's out there and they're holding a sword like that, I almost always do a shield how or something. If I said shield how, people are what the heck are you talking about? You'd know what I'm talking about, probably. I do shield how and follow up with his workout. Typically. It depends. If they're really strong and tough and their sword doesn't move enough, then I might just like try something else. Alright. And I'm coming back in between sets. We got to get like 3 more sets in. This is just cardio if you just tuned in. Make sure I can always keep swinging the sword. I literally just woke up probably not even an hour ago. All the marshals really look for is make sure you bring the sword back a little bit. He is almost dead. He's wearing we cast one of the spells from Dark Souls 2, Warmth. So we keep him like, it's kind of like his lifeline. So he's not totally dead yet. He's healing right now. So yeah, next one of these will be Friday. Gonna stream a little bit of Warframe after this, and I'm going back to bed because I got night shift tonight. I wanted to get this out of the way though. It is. I will be going outside later though. But the setup I have in the backyard, like, I don't have as many options to swing because I can't swing straight down outside because it's like a heavy bag. Oh, yeah. Dragon, yeah. Heck yeah. Rojo, that is awesome. They're not. If you purposely target someone there, actually you can get a yellow card like they give you in soccer. So I don't even know where it's at, but I put a link to the live stream from the event that we just did in the description here. There is a nut shot in there. The guy got hit. It might be halfway through. Like, I'm not suggesting you go dig around for it, but he did get hit there. And he went down. Now, if it was like a real tournament like this, the thing we did is more just for fun. For practice, just to beat each other up for a little while. If it was a real tournament and he got hit like that, they could stand him up. And if the other guy did it intentionally, they'd give him a card. The ref might give you a card anyway just for doing it, even if it's by accident. You get 2 yellows and then you get DQ'd. Oh, so he got hit in the. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. It's duels and melee. I'm in black and yellow armor in there. You probably have to skip around through the breaks because there are breaks like downtime in between matches. So the guy got hit in the nuts with an axe. Actually, thanks for the new like there. This is tiring. So outside, I can't do these shots because I'd hit the rope. Yeah, well, it's not a peanut factory. I make plastic flowers, the kinds you put in displays like for Easter, or they sell at Michael's. I put the little fake, the Jagger things on the rose stems, and that's all I do all day long. I probably put like 100,000 thorns on a rose every day. I used to put the flower parts together, but they said they looked like tulips. I was like, looks like a rose to me. And it's my day off from that today. So I'm not making plastic flowers. I'm swinging swords. Some of it's LARP. The event we just did was kind of like a LARP party. And we fought at it like as the entertainment. Full contact though. We're not allowed to stab. So it's not like the most historically accurate sport. I couldn't walk up and do that. But as far as like whacking people, I think it's fun. All right, this is set 10. All right, we're getting there. Or at least a third of the way done. We're doing at least 30 sets. I may do more. The thing is, so I always have not always. I used to always have a timer. I'm about to unplug my stage light here. It's not even doing anything anyway. Let me see if it's unplugged. No. Wow, I wonder if it just wore out. I bought it at Walmart. One of those, that's weird. Let's see. Oh. I kicked out the USB. It's one of those lights, the ring lights. Does it make a difference? On? Off. Yeah, I mean, barely. We'll leave it on. Oh, I just dropped it and shut off. Now I actually broke it. Ugh. A lot of times, this piece of foam, I put it inside my helmet. Gives me a little bit of extra cushion, but also my eye slots don't always line up. So when I first got that helmet, it's got a padded liner in it, right? And when I first got it, it was so tight. Now it's broke in, it's a little loose, and it sits a little lower. When there's a buckle, see that buckle in the middle of my back? So when we're fighting, like I actually put there's a buckle and it straps my helmet to my armor. That way it doesn't get yanked off as easy. And also it just helps it. When I put that on, it actually lifts it up and puts it in place, so I'm actually looking straight out the eye holes. But sometimes I do have this piece of foam, and I put it there inside the helmet, so it kind of lifts it up a little bit. Gives me a little bit extra room behind the nose. When you get punched in that helmet, my nose sits right behind that plate. I've never got my nose messed up, but sometimes it sits on there, and it makes me a little nervous when my nose is sitting like, I feel my armor plate touching my nose, and I'm like, oh. If I get whacked too hard, in the face, it's probably going to hurt my nose. Luckily, I haven't, though. I'll show you. I'm about to put it on. I'm taking my break between sets. Whew. So that was 10. 1, 2. Yeah, we did 10 sets, not 9. Doing at least 30. I may do 40, depending on how things go. Like I said, I just woke up. I had some grape leaves left over from the party we fought at. Tortellini. The food at this party is crazy. They do it every year. It's Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones themed. And I tell you what, like, it's a crazy party. And the food there is great. And if you stay late enough, they let you take some home. I took 3 boxes home and a whole chicken. Like, not just a small chicken. Yeah, I thought it was a turkey at first. It's crazy. I got 3 days to eat it all, probably. And I'm working the next 3 nights. So every morning, we'll be streaming Warframe. So don't miss it. Just take another like 30 seconds. I get the helmet on. We'll do 3 more sets. I'm already sweating. Kind of see it. My collar's changing colors from the sweat. My other armor that I wore, I found out, like, it doesn't fit as well. It's really loose now. Now that I've lost some weight, my other armor fits. Feels like I'm inside a bell. My armor is the bell, and I'm the thing inside that rings it. All right. Yeah. Here we go. There's a strap. I don't put it on for practice like this. I take this helmet on and off too many times to bother with it. Nobody's going to be yanking on my helmet to pull it off anyway, so. These are like, hey, what's up, everybody that just tuned in? These are my, like, practice. Oh, we even hit 13 likes, I see. So we got another one. I appreciate it. Wasn't looking. Get these on here. There's chats up if anyone wants to chat. We've had, like, over probably 20 people so far talking in today's broadcast. If you wonder what I'm doing, I left a link to my last event in the description for the video. It was a mixed event. I think the first event was like the MMA stuff with ground fighting. Then there were some duels. There's some team things. Just 2-on-2s. We didn't have enough people to do 3-on-3s. But it's fun. I like it. And this is my workout that I do about every fourth day to make sure I never drop my sword. All right. For being worn out. I can drop my sword because someone bumps on my hands. So I never get worn out. Sometimes I fight at these events and I'll have like 20 fights. It can get crazy like that. If you're still there, I'll tell you my record in armor, how long I fought in a day. I hit myself in my own head. The longest day. The longest day I ever had fighting in armor, right? Oh, everybody stuck around. So I was fighting in South Carolina, and we had, I lost track how many sets that was. I'll have to write it down. So start time was 9 a.m. I hate fighting at 9 a.m. more than anything. So we get there. So I had armor on by like probably 8:30. I had everything on, minus the helmet. I take the helmet off, you know, when I'm not fighting, obviously. So my first fight was not, I was like the first or second one, like 9:02 a.m., right? And I had sword and shield. Then I think it was 9. Then it was at 11. We had longsword. I found longsword. And then it was like at 1, something like that. I had buckler. No, sorry. Sword and shield, then it was buckler, then longsword. I even was fighting in buckler. Buckler's like with the little shield. And someone somehow cut a strap on my leg armor. And my leg armor fell off. And I got hit in the thigh before I knew it. That hurt. So I immediately actually had a buckler fight and went and fought longsword. And that was till probably about 3. And because I was winning that year, I actually fought that, like, even in the finals for 2 of them. And then we had a break. And then we did the MMA stuff. And it went till 8 p.m. So I was actually, like, wearing armor for over 12 hours. And I had fights from 9 a.m. till it was after 8 p.m. because we had something where we were all going to this Chinese restaurant because they paid for us to show up to be like knights, you know. And my last MMA fight was it was around 8 p.m. and people were still doing it. It was 9. I actually left. I had all my armor on. I went to the restaurant and it was like, oh, you guys, like, we just didn't do it because you guys were so late. I was fighting though, like, I lost. I ended up losing the MMA stuff. I got 4th in longsword and buckler. I didn't even place in sword and shield. But you know, like I was in armor for probably, so if you even count the dinner afterwards, the Chinese place, I was probably in armor for 15 hours. It's crazy. It was a lot of fun though. All right, next set. I don't know what set we're on. This is probably 13. That's what we'll call it. Like I was saying earlier, like my nose sits right behind here. So that's why I put that foam where my forehead is sometimes. It kind of pushes the helmet. And if you just tuned in, what's up? Like, it kind of pushes this nose away. This grill here goes down and around. And where this points out, it actually gives me some room. My nose is probably like that far away from it. But there's times where, like, if I'm looking up, it's actually now almost touching. You can probably even see my nostrils through here. All right, this is, I think, set 13. I don't know. That's what we're calling it, though. It's at least 12. All right, I'm writing it on the board as 13. If I could get the marker, the cap off the marker. If I do more than 30 sets, then it'll just make up for it. Thanks, everybody. We're holding strong. Double-digit viewers. I appreciate everybody coming by. If there's anything anyone ever wants me to talk about, like a topic, let me know. I mean, I'll just talk about the sword fight and stuff. I have a dating profile. It's all, I'm in armor in almost every picture. I even have a cage fight of me, a clip of me fighting in a cage match. It gets that whole thing about, like, what do you like to do for fun out of the way. Actually, you know, like, I'm probably like a 5 out of 10, you know, on the attraction scale, right? And one thing I find is that armor doesn't hurt my chances on there. I think it would. Anyone ever watch Wheat Waffles? Like, I have those eyes he talks about, the saggy eyes. I don't have the hunter eyes that the Chad has. Yeah. The girl I'm talking to now that thinks this stuff's goofy, she's not ready for it. She said she's not ready for it. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work then, because this is like all I do. Like, no joke. I just fought my second event this month. I got a huge one coming up next month. Like, what's she gonna do? Like, come to it and be like, oh, this is so dumb. Like, why would I want that? Compared to, like, you know, oh man, let me do a set. I'll tell you, so if you're still here, I'll tell you some stories about my first dates at sword fighting events. Like, I'm trying to have a regular steady, but it doesn't work out half the time. Like 4 or 5 months into it, they're like, I don't want a relationship. I'll tell you though about a couple of them though here in a second. A tragic story with one of them, how I fought in a cage match and then I never saw her again. And we've been going out for like 5 months. I'll tell you all about it. One girlfriend story with armor between every set for the next 3 sets. All right, here we go. That was a crappy way to start. I just walked up and tapped him. Now, how am I going to go to an event and act? I need to walk up with some energy. Usually tap swords to say, like, for sportsmanship. All right, tap sword, go. Whoa. All right, so the girl that I was dating that left after a cage match I had, right? Like, and I think the thing was I wasn't like goth enough. Like, I saw who she's with now. He's definitely more goth than me. I listen to that music and stuff, but I don't like dress like it. I just wear black. Anyway, so yeah, we were together for like about 5 months. She came to my first event that we ever did, and I met her with like all the armor stuff. You know, she liked it a lot, so that's crazy. Like, I'm telling everybody, if you just tuned in, like, my dating profile online is me in armor. And, like, there's a video of me beating someone up in a cage. So, I just get that out of the way, you know? So, yeah, I don't know what happened. I asked her a couple weeks before that. I was like, you know, it's been, like, 5 months. I don't know if you want to, like, make it official, because neither of us say, like, you know, this is my girlfriend. We just introduce each other, like, by name, you know? So, yeah, she came to my one. We had these cage fights here in Pittsburgh. It's right outside of Barnes & Noble. And you know, she's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go. It's all right, see you later. You know, on a Saturday, give her a kiss, then never hear from her again. She ghosted me. It's crazy. I was like, wow, that's insane. Like, it didn't happen before the fight, or I'd have been like, I've been so out. I won that day. That was 2 years ago. Last year, the guy I beat that year beat the crap out of me this year. So we're 1-1. I owe him one. So this year, we do our cage fights. We might get a rematch. And if we do, I'm going all out. The dude's taller than me. We're about the same weight. So yeah, so we're 1-1. If I see him, it's on. I mean, in the cage. We're friends outside of the cage. All right, that was one story. Let's do a set, and then we got another armored picture dating profile pic girlfriend story. All right. So, the last one, we had some differences. So I don't think it's going to last anyway, but things are great for like 3 months. So the cool thing about that one, the first date we had was actually, I fought at a Saber event, and she came with me to it. I got second place out of 20 people. I felt like really good about that. We ended up breaking up though anyway. But, yeah, she actually was all about the armored stuff. Sucks, she was really supportive. The longest, and if you just tuned in, I'm just like going over these stories. The longest one was probably 8 months, but she's kind of crazy. I'd tell her that to her face, so it's not like I'm talking crap. She was kind of crazy, definitely was, but she came to all my events. We actually had a good time. She was a photographer too, took great photos of like the events. Didn't work out. But yeah, if you're a student, I'm telling you, all my dating profile pictures, except one, because I have one where I'm not, but all the others are me in armor. The app was saying like that this doesn't count as a picture because you can't see my face. So I kind of somehow kept uploading some till probably it saw I had eyes. It must have thought it was like a Halloween picture. My eyes are wide open in this thing. Ain't that scary? All right, another set. All right, we're halfway to 30. We might just do 30, but I'm probably gonna do a little more. I usually do 30 sets on his live streams. We're in 1 hour and 7 minutes. All right, it's 3 more. I need to get the timer going because I'm actually running way far behind schedule. I'm getting a water. Like, generally, you know, I should actually be, like, if that was, like, set number 16, you know, I should actually be ahead on time. Like, I need to get that timer set up so that I'm keeping track of my sets, like, with legit 30-second breaks. I don't know what's going on with that. It's like, breaks are running longer than 30 seconds, I guess. Because, that's the same comment from before. You know, like, in one of these tournaments, you're fighting, if you fight 2 in a row, they give you at least, like, a couple-minute break. So, I'm sure this workout's fine, but I am running behind schedule. I don't know how. So, I should be, like, 3 minutes for every 2 sets. Let me see. So, if we did, that'd be 8. Maybe I am kind of like on schedule. I'm just slightly behind. We're ahead of the usual live stream schedule, though. To be halfway through it at 1 hour and 10, I think. Whew. I gotta watch. I'm twisting the nose piece around in there. The grill busted out on it. I want to get it re-welded in. What's up if you just tuned in? I put the helmet on. The helmet protects the dummy's head. It makes it seem more real. You know, I'm fighting somebody in a helmet, so I put one of my old helmets on him. But I busted the grill off of it. I want to get it re-welded. Because I can't punch him in the face. I could, but it's not the same. Woo! All right. Let's get this stuff back on. We're heading towards set 17. Time is it? Is it 10 o'clock now? There's a church outside. I can hear the bells ringing. But I didn't pay attention when it started ringing. I hope it's not 11. If it's 11, that means I got to get back to bed soon. I got night shift tonight. Alrighty, here we go. Set number 16, I think. No, 17. 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going to try and get 4 in a row. I'll be coming back to chat if you just tuned in. We're going to try and get in 4 sets without taking a huge break. That way we'll be at 20. We're doing at least 30 sets, probably more. Oh, I can feel that in my forearms. And it's nice, like, you know, I after doing all this, I can just hang out, and when the next set starts, I almost feel like I haven't done anything, which is good. We're trying to get 30-second rests in between right now, because that's what it is at the tournament. You get 30-second break in between 1-minute rounds. Oh. Oh. I bumped it up to like 120 reps in the set, I guess. Whew. Whew. That's more like it. You're a little more out of breath. Less time off between sets. More more strikes. Trying to do 120 instead of 100. So I probably am swinging it like 120 beats a minute. So, all right. Well, some crappy punches at the end. Oh my. The less rest, more rest getting to me. This is going to be set 20 coming up here in just a moment. Next big fight's like the end of May. Nothing planned, just workouts. Be ready for it. There's something I could do mid-May, but I have plans. My daughter's got a horse riding event. I just need to fight at one more national tournament. Thanks for the like, the new like I see. I've medaled at every tournament this year except one. I only need one more, like, second place to be a second place for the whole U.S. in sword and buckler, which can change if people get more medals along the way, obviously. But we'll at least be backup for Team USA, which would be great. All right, here we go. Woo! That was a good set of 4. Better mark that on the board. All right, 10 sets to go, at least. So we're getting close. Depending on the time, you know, when we're streaming Warframe, I can't see the clock, what time it is. If it's after 11, though, I probably won't do Warframe. I'll probably just head to bed. I have to work again tonight. You want to get your upper body in shape. Sword fight, like no joke. You want to just stay in shape in general. I did cardio, like lower body cardio last night. Like ladder drills, jump rope, some sprints. My legs are feeling it. So I guess I was thinking the event wasn't literally last night, but it was like less than 48 hours ago. But last night I did my whole lower body cardio. After that event, I wore my heavy armor I wore my steel armor, and my legs, my hamstrings, inside my thighs were killing me a little bit. So I worked them out yesterday. That's good. I mean, I've been doing this for I'm heading into my 6th year. If you're not in shape to do this, you get killed out there. The tournament level of competition since I started, one of my teammates, every event we went to, we're always fighting for 1st and 2nd place. Now that things have changed and there are always good people better than us. But like literally, I'd say 90% of the events we did, we were fighting for 1st and 2nd place. But now it's hard. Like over the years, people gotten better. People would be getting in shape. 6 years ago, the first guy I ever talked to that did this sport was leaning on his axe and he was smoking a cigarette. And he told me, "You get out of this what you put into it." And I was like, "Yeah, I can see that." He's like, "I do this on the weekends for fun." I was like, "That's cool." Dude, that guy gets smoked these days. Back then, he was smoking cigarettes, drinking beer. That's what this sport used to be. Now it's like super, it's intense. People take it serious now. You know, so do I. All right, that's all the water we're drinking for this workout. I drink plenty of water at work tonight. All right, 10 sets to go. I don't know how to break it up. We'll break it up into, we'll keep doing sets of 3. I did an extra set just now. It threw off the whole mathematical figure. I guess you really can't see the board, but we're keeping track. We're at 20 sets. I need to get an easel. Just so it'll be right in the background. And hopefully I don't stab the easel with the sword or whack it. So we got least 10 more to do. How long have we been streaming? Hour 23 minutes. All right. Well, let's get it. Here we go. All right. I know how we're going to do it. I'm going to try and break it up into like sets of 3, kind of. And I'll be coming back to chat between every set. But we'll do kind of like 3 sets with minimal rest. And then like a longer break where I take the helmet off. And that'll put us at 29. So if I do another one of those, then that's just bonus sets. Because I usually just do 30. But we'll keep going. That way I'll probably at least get in 32 sets. That'll make up for the one set where I kind of lost track. I think I gave myself an extra set and the total was by accident. See, and my nose is touching right now. I got to do this to fix that. There we go. That's one. Closer you are, the less you gotta. All the referees look for is you bring your sword back. The closer you are, the less you gotta bring it back. But also, when you're doing this, like for real, that when you get closer, you're probably gonna be locking, like you're gonna be in a clinch. You know what I mean? So, all right, chat's up. We've had at least 20 people talking in chat. If you want to leave a message, do it. Appreciate the likes and whatever else. Every 4th day we do this in the every 4th day we do this in the morning. Oh. Whew. That was 2. One more out of the quick trifecta of sets. I always combine and lean on my sword. Hi. So I'm right-handed. I think this thing's flipped. Yeah, it is. I wonder why. I don't know if there's a way to fix that or not. I didn't see it in the advanced settings. And thanks for those of you who stayed tuned this whole time. Much respect. All right, here we go. Oh. Woo. 3 more for drawing board. 1, 2, 3. I might do something without that helmet. I'm dying in it. What's up if you just tuned in? So we're on set 24 coming up. My buddy Solstice a lot of times comes by and chat and keeps track of the sets. Although I still try and use the board. But I haven't seen him for a couple days. Warframe after this, as long as it's not too late in the day. I probably will at least for a little bit. I need to go through all the stuff reset this week. Got to go see Iron Wake and Teshin, do some Steel Path missions. Is my phone overheating? No. It's kind of skipping a little bit, skipping around. We're an hour and a half. Let's see. So if I did 23 sets. Let's see. 23, 46. 46 and another 23 be 49. I don't know. So like 80, 60, 120. I'm actually behind by like about 11 minutes for what my typical pace should be. So I need to get that timer out. So when I live stream, my timer I use for the workouts is on this phone. So I need to get the other phone on again and or charge it so I can use the timer on there. I'm getting behind. I'm behind pace by at least like 11 minutes or something like that. I should be at 1 hour 20 minutes on the same amount of sets. So being off 10 isn't bad. I mean, we're talking to chat and stuff too. So, all right, we're about to get back to it. If you just tuned in, quick little break. They generally give you at least a couple minutes between your fights, so it's not like anything crazy. If I'm doing 3 in a row, some stupid scam call. Let's deny that. Had a fight the other day. Get some bruises and stuff. I don't know what happened with like some kind of like armor bite there. Some kind of, it's not like a callus. It's actually like a pinch, like a blood blister kind of thing. So I don't know what happened there. I've been trying to wash all this tape off. I wrapped it with not electrical tape, with like hockey stick tape. The armor I was using doesn't have this roll in it, and I didn't want it to cut into my skin. So I wrapped it a whole lot. And by the time after wearing that stuff for hours, like it got so gooey. I still got a little bit on here, even though I've washed my hands like so many times since then. All right, next set's coming up. So we're another set of like 3 sets. We come back to see chat in between. If anybody leaves a message in between, I will get it here in a moment. doing this every 4th day. I may adjust it as I find out we're getting closer to my next event. I may adjust it to get myself an extra 1 or 2 of these workouts in. All right. Sets 24, 25, and 26. I don't know how many sets it was. I really bottomed out there, man. I was getting a little slow. Chat's up if you want to talk. We got, let's see, 5 or 6 sets before we hit 30. 30 is the goal. We sometimes do more than 30. Depends how long the stream is. I'm guessing it's an hour and 35 minutes in. This sword isn't sharp, so I'm not like stabbing my carpet. All right. I'm getting slower. Whew. All right. Set 27 coming up. Math is kind of weird. So it'll be 27 sets. You'd think I need 3 more to get to 30, but really it's 2 more. No, I'm an idiot. Math is right. Wait, how was I thinking about that? 27. I don't know. Well, whatever. We got 4 sets to hit set 30. I'm about to do it here real quick. My arms are getting a little tired. Oh. That was 27. Oh, man. Whew. Once we hit 30, I'm going to take the top half an hour up. What's up? You just tuned in. Once we hit 30, I'm going to take the 3 more sets. I'm going to take this off and probably do like a wind down set or 2 with just a tank top. Oh. There goes the church bells again. All right, we're on the half hour. I don't know which hour we're on. I hope it's not 11:30. I hope it's 10:30. I don't know what time I started streaming. I don't know. It's got to be after 11. What's up if you just tuned in? Well, I got a bit of rust mark on my cheek. This is my little break between, we're doing sets of 3, kind of in between. I never fight more than 3 rounds. Well, I shouldn't say never. I fought 5 rounds in a row. It was horrible. So when you do it, they keep track of your points, right? And you have to have a clear lead. So if you're only winning by like 2, they'll just keep it going as a round. You have to win by like 6 points or something. You know what I mean? Because human error, humans don't count properly half the time. Actually, they do pretty well, but it's like a human error thing. So if you're not winning by a clear like couple points, like they'll keep it going. In the tournaments, actually, so I got like 2nd place in Sword and Shield at this event I just did. I guess it was like 2nd place, and we weren't like really keeping track. But the one duel I only won by 1 point. So yeah, that one they just count it. But if it's at a tournament, you have to have a clear majority. So if you only have like, if it's like 28 to 26, we'll just go another round because somebody has to be ahead by a good bit. And I've fought 5 rounds before. I think the record I've ever seen is 7, and that was so rare. Usually 3 is the most you get. So I'm doing sets of 3 on here, and then I come and talk with chat for a little bit. It's just like mimicking a tournament. And we would be at, let's see. Yeah, this would be like a full longsword pool. It's usually rarely more than like 8 fights. If you lose, you fight more. You can still come back and get 2nd place if you lose 1. Another like minute here, we'll get the helmet back on. We got 3 sets to do to hit 30. I got my belt in the mail. I've been getting all these awards this year, and they're gonna go right on here. I'm gonna start wearing them. So when I come to an event, I put this on over my armor. You can see all the awards I got this year, all my medals. And then, hey, it might even act as armor. They're made out of metal. This thing's though, it's 2-inch wide leather. Like it's gonna be a real pain in the butt to tie. It's like with this ring clamp, you kind of got to put it, loop it through and all that stuff. All right, let's get the helmet on. 3 sets to go to hit 30. My helmet's soaking wet inside. I'm soaking wet in this armor. What's up, everybody? If you just tuned in, we're about to get another set in. Kind of like 3 in a row. This is just cardio. Make sure that I can always swing a sword. My next big tournament's in May. If you want to see my last fights, I put the link in the description of this video. Everyone I was talking to during these sword fighting workouts to show what it was for, hey, thanks for the new like. I live streamed my my last event. I put the link in the description. And it wasn't anything crazy. Like, we weren't like going all out 100% trying to kill each other, technically. For some of it, we were. Like, the first fight was like an MMA kind of fight. And the dude that was fighting first was trying to get video footage to fight at Nashville. Thanks for the other like, the new like. I appreciate it. Now we've actually hit the average. I appreciate it, everybody. 16 likes is the general average on these. And, you know, I wouldn't keep doing it if it wasn't for you people out there. I'm telling you. I could have easily stayed in bed. I got to go back to work tonight. But I was like, people know I live stream my sword workouts now. I gotta freaking do it. And I literally woke up, rolled out of bed, brushed my teeth, ate grape leaves, ate some tortellini, and I turned on the camera. I had like a wife beater on. And I put the armor on. I didn't even put the armor on first. All right. 3 kind of quick sets here. This, if you just tune in, it's like cardio. Make sure that I can, I say this so much, people probably get sick of it. Make sure I can always swing a sword. Well, I mean, that's what it's for. All right, 3 sets. My mouth just got so dry. 2 sets to go till we hit 30. These gauntlets aren't bad. I'm punching his metal helmet with these plastic gloves, and actually they're not too bad. It's just some leather with some plastic on the outside. Some of it probably has to do with they're just kind of like a full plate across the fingers. Oh man, guess what? I'm going to go back. I just thought about it. I should go back from the live stream from the event and post a couple of clips of it. So someone got hit in the groin with an axe. And he went down. And I remember when he hit the ground, someone was like, good job. But didn't realize he just got hit in the nuts with an axe. If it was like at a tournament, like with something on the line, you know, they would have stood him back up. But the guy he was fighting was like 100 pounds heavier. Anyway, it's like, what's going to happen if he gets stood up? So we just was like, you know, whatever. that was it for that round, though. Oh, man. All right. And if you can see, my feet are like always kind of moving, at least shifting my weight. A nice and easy left, right set. I fight left foot forward. Thanks for the new like. We are now above average likes for the same amount of time. So I appreciate the new like, because it's usually 16 like at the peak. So we got 17 likes. I appreciate it. All right, that was yeah. So we got, if you just tuned in, good timing. One more set to do. I don't know what happened. Chat just kind of stalled out like halfway through. If you're out there, you want to chat, leave a message. I'm getting the likes, so it's like I know people are tuned in. I don't know about the chat. Chat's up though. You tune in at the best time. One more set, and then I'm gonna take the armor off. Then do like a wind down set in the tank top. And if it's not too late, we're gonna stream Warframe for a little bit. All right. For everyone that's still here, I appreciate it very much. I'm going to just do 120 left, right, left, right. Sometimes I got to loosen my neck up. Wearing this heavy helmet kind of strains your neck. Like 120 left, rights. That should last about a minute if I keep up a good pace, like 120 hits in a minute. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, I'm going to time it with the timer. Let's see. 4, all right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, so sloppy. Oh, thank you. Wow. I think that went over a minute. Oh my. Let's write them on the board. "30 sets, Yay, strobe light effect. Puts a party. Oh my. So don't go anywhere. I'm gonna show you. Thanks for the new like. We're way above the average now. I'm gonna show you my arms. If you want to have your arms in shape, I'm telling you, swing a sword around a couple times a week. Like, it's no joke. I'm going to do a set or two, though, in a tank top just to wind down. I have to put this armor outside so it dries out. We'll do that after the stream. Man, I sweat in my armor. And like I tell everybody, I don't lift weights. This is my arms after a sword workout. I used to lift weights. I don't anymore. I haven't lifted weights in forever. Not totally no weights. Once in a while I'll do it if I'm super bored. But it's nothing that was worthwhile. Last time I lifted anything weights was probably 3 weeks ago. And I just did it once. I do things like to stay in shape, a lot of full body workouts like cardio, but I don't like do anything. This is from just workouts with armor on in body weight resistance. We'll put the metal gloves on. Helmet, metal gloves, tank top. For a set or two. This tank top's made funny. The neck is, this side is thinner than that side. That's weird. Oh, shoot. As I say, my buckler's here. If I had, too bad I don't have my arming sword nearby, or I'd maybe do some couple rounds on there with this. Maybe I'll stream my next buckler workout. But let's get we'll wear the metal gloves. Let's get the helmet back on, and we'll do a couple sets to wind down. Oh man. Bonus sets if you just tuned in. Haha. Here we go. Just a couple light sets. 2 light sets. Nothing crazy. These are ones I fight in. I just got them re-gloved. The armorer who makes these put some new gloves in them. He actually took a lot of the dents out, straightened them out a little bit. Haha. That was so bad. Bottom, 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 a block, a block, a block, a block, a block, a block, a pummel to the head. All right. Hey, last little. This is the slowdown. One little. Thanks for the new like. Wow. I appreciate it, everybody. All right. One little slow set to go. Just for some range of motion. And actually, I sort of I actually hit myself with my gauntlet, like in the pelvis, and it actually hurt. And I was just like screwing around. I wasn't even like doing anything hard, but I somehow hit myself. It kind of sucked. All right. Just some range of motion stuff to cool off. So block, 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 hit, block, hit, block, block, hit, around, up, head, whoa, head, up, head, guard, head, guard, 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 double tap, whoa, tap, double tap, double tap, guard, 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 double tap, double tap, oh man, double tap. I missed so bad, I didn't like that, I get smacked. How horrible am I at that? I should be stopping there. Whatever. Guard, 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 guard. Double tap, double tap, pop, 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 punch, punch. Block, 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 block. And to finish it off, a headbutt. All right. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We got almost 20 likes today. That is crazy. I appreciate everybody. And we just cleared the 2-hour mark. So 30 sets. Let me figure out the math. And on Friday is the next one of these. So I talk about all kinds of stuff on here throughout the day. We had a good chat going for a while too. So let's see. So 30 sets. So that's 30 minutes, hour and a half. And so I wasted somehow. What's up if you just tuned in? Friday morning, the next longsword workout. So by streaming though, I'm actually behind a half hour from my regular workouts. Because generally, I'm done in an hour and a half. And now we hit 2 hours and 1 minute. So, yeah, I don't know. But it's a good pace. I enjoy talking with everybody. We had a good time. So we'll catch you Friday. If you tune in, I'd love it. If not, whatever. You're not obligated to ever come back and watch another sword workout. But if you did and you liked it, I hope you did and hope you had a good time. I'm working tonight, so I got to go back to bed. I might stream Warframe here in a minute if it's not too late. Just tuned in. Oh, everybody's tuning in. We'll do one more cooldown set. So, I already took the armor off. We hit 19 likes though, so that's crazy. If you give me a like in the tank top for some sword muscles, we'd hit 20. Not 20-inch biceps. I'm talking about 20 likes. All right, here we go. 1. Block, 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 block. You want to block with the blade. And you want to try and block with the stronger part of your sword. Block, block, low, block, block, low, block, 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 double tap, double tap, pummel to the head. Hand in the face. Guard, 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 guard. I'd do an elbow, but I'd hurt my elbow. All right. But yeah, now I gotta go. So thanks for tuning in. Hey, we hit the 20. I appreciate it. I kind of was pandering for the last one. But Almost every like was all not coerced. I'll leave the helmet on to say bye. All right, everybody. Friday, come back for another live sword workout. But I got to get ready. I might stream Warframe. I don't know. If not, you can tune in soon and see. We'll have the gaming live stream. But if it's after 11:30, I'm just going to go to bed after I wash up. See you Friday morning, about the same time, same place. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.